Hi, this is Cem Ceminay reporting from Istanbul, Turkey. I'm very famous in Turkey. I used to be a DJ, a radio DJ or radio personality. I did some TV shows. I wrote in some newspapers. And I used to be famous. I'm still famous, but not too many people remember me. So I'm famous to myself and to the people that know me. But in Turkey, after the social media, everyone is famous. So I'm doing this show, my video cast in English, so my English-speaking, English-understanding audience, which is not more than a handful, can understand, okay? Hi, Karen. Hi, Jimmy. My kids. Those are the only ones. Hi, Ramsey. Oh, I have another one. So anyway, I will be reporting. Hi, Courtney. She'd be offended if I didn't say hi to her because, she's my daughter-in-law, okay? And hi, Annabelle. Annabelle, hi. Cute little thing. Haven't seen her yet, but she looks so cute. She's my 40 days old, maybe more. She was born on April 1st like a joke. My granddaughter. So, here is Cem Ceminay. I used to have a jingle when I did radio. Cem Ceminay in the morning, Cem Ceminay in the morning. No, right now it's Cem Ceminay on YouTube. I don't have that many followers, but you can follow me if you'd like. I'm nothing interesting. I do most of my shows in Turkish because I'm famous in Turkey, not in the world yet. I may become famous after this coronavirus thing is over because the pandemic days are like never ending. I will be talking about today how this pandemic coronavirus affected Turkish people and Turkey, especially since I'm living here, okay? First of all, a lot of things in Turkey would be confusing to people because we're confused people, okay? The way it started, the pandemic, how do you say it? I don't know. In Turkish we say pandemi. It's so easy. English is so tough. So anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. Pandemic. The way it started was like a bunch of Turkish citizens that traveled to Holy Land, came back, and they were immediately quarantined because they spreaded this virus. All of a sudden, the virus, like a couple months ago, started. Not just in the whole world, but here too. Which we said we're like virus-free. It would never come here. But then again, right down south, our neighbors, Iranians, big coronavirus place or incidents happening. And Syrians, Syrians are living here now, more so than their countries. So Iranians, Syrians, and probably a few Chinese people that made it here before the airlines banned travel and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands, but it looks better. So anyway, we Turks like to talk like this. Because if we talk like this and we say things to you that mean something or not, doesn't make any difference, we think that you would not understand, okay? But when we talk with our hands, it gratifies things. Like, I love you, not I love you. Or I hate you, not I hate you. So hands, big part of our conversation and big part of my coronavirus pandemic days talk show videocast, okay? So get used to it, okay? Karate. And all of a sudden we had this pandemic in Turkey. We were facing this a very serious disease. And we started to get scared. We Turks never get scared of anything. But this was a scary virus. I mean, the whole world, pandemic, We didn't know what the word pandemic meant, the word, not the word. First, we had to learn that, among many other things that were very far away in distance to us as far as meanings go. But what happened was we had, of course, the health minister. The health minister, all of a sudden, which we didn't know, we never met him before, barely known to anyone. he became a very famous person. His name is Fahrettin Koca. Fahrettin means nothing to you, so not important. But Koca means, actually it means like big or something, but also it means husband. So we call him Dr. Husband, Mr. Husband, okay? So Dr. Husband, our health minister, immediately formed, what do you call that? A scientific board, a science board, with doctors and people who know about diseases and, viruses and how to get rid of them or how to protect yourself and stuff like that. And we have now also, not just a health minister that we know, Dr. Husband, but also we have scientific committee, okay? Bilim Kurulu, we call it. Okay. Science board. The problem is we don't listen to them, okay? Whatever they say, but we don't listen to them. Science board, not important. This is important, what we think and what we do. Masks were a problem here because when the pandemic started, or the, the coronavirus, how could I forget? We live in it. We used to drink it. I mean, corona. Now we live in it everywhere. Everywhere. It's corona, corona, corona. Anyway, masks were a problem because first our authorities said, like, we have plenty of masks, don't worry, we're going to give them free. But then they said, no, it's going to cost $1 a piece or something like that. Then they said, we will send you a code to your phones, to your cell phones, which you can show to the pharmacy and get for free. Codes never came. So, no masks. Like, no woman, no cry, no mask, no go outside. No virus free. And everyone, other than the authorities, like the big guns, wears masks these days when you go out, or if they go out, because there's like restrictions to go out. I will tell you about that in a little bit, okay? With a hand. And then what happened was we couldn't get any masks. Pharmacy says we don't have any masks. Code? No code. So what are we going to do? Nothing. But people somehow, because Turkish people, this is confusing too, somehow find the way to get around and get things done. This is good about us. And also we learned that our health system is, knock on wood, is sound effect, is much better than most countries, especially the US of A, thanks to Trump. He made it worse. And a lot of people that were stranded, let's say, it's so funny, so confusing. It used to be that people used to love to go to the United States and travel the world and stay there, or get education, work there, or whatever, green card and stuff. And now, with the pandemic thing, this coronavirus thing, they all want to come back. As a matter of fact, the government had to send planes, special Turkish airline planes, to save them from foreign countries. Foreign modern countries like, England, Britain, and US of A, or Italy, or Spain, or whatever. Because they were in worse condition than our people are here. We're not in worse condition, we're okay. I mean, we're not that bad. Considering that, we're not taking any precautions at all. Even though we have to wear masks, there are no masks, so we can't wear them. And the people, the lucky people, the fortunate people who can afford it or make their own masks or whatever, like I do. I have my own mask, but it's really nothing. It's like a piece of paper. I just hold it like this. Plus, it's very hard to talk with masks. You can see people on TV, like, the news bulletins or whatever. They have to go to places and they have to report, and they're talking. You can't understand anything because the masks covering the mouth. Usually, when they don't have any masks, you can't understand them anyway. So with masks, it's like can't understand anything, but they have masks. So these coated masks never came, and the ones that were going to be provided for free were charged. people had money, who have money or whatever. Not too much money around these days, but they got their masks. Anyway, it didn't do any good because then came the curfew. First time the curfew was announced, they did it so good. They announced the curfew like 2 hours before the curfew started for the weekend. So what happened was everyone attacked the streets. It was like, I don't know, it was like a disaster movie. Not a disaster, like a horror movie, you know? Like people were on top of each other, no social distancing at all. We don't know too much about social distancing anyway. I mean, we're not that kind of people. I mean, we don't have like a personal space. Fuck the personal space. We don't have that. We hug you, we kiss you, we knock heads with you. We're like all the times with hands and stuff. I mean, so we don't know any social distancing, but I don't know. I mean, that day was like the Purge movie. People fighting over 2 days. I think it was for 2 days, 2.5 days. It started on a Friday night, and they announced that there was going to be a curfew Friday night, and you can't go out on the streets or wherever. You can't get out of your house or wherever you are for 2 days, 2.5 days with a Friday. No, Friday to Sunday, 2 nights, 2 days, 48 hours. Man, the purge started. People, they were nearly going to kill each other for toilet paper. Yes. I mean, a few shops, markets that were open, they were attacked by like hungry citizens getting bread. I can understand bread. I can understand food. I can understand water. But toilet paper? For 48 hours, why would you need 48 pieces of toilet paper? Why? You're going to be shitting all the time? I mean, why? You're going to eat that or what? Toilet paper. Big fight over it. Anyway, the curfew then extended over the weekends. We had some holidays. We have, Bayram coming. And the government, very wisely, extended the curfew over the weekends. But meanwhile, they said 65 years and above and 20 years and under cannot go out. I don't know why. But if you're 65 years and older, you cannot leave your premises. Or 20 years, 65 years and over is because, they thought that 65-year-old people, they're old, they can easily get the virus and can die, and they can also spread the virus. If you're 65 and over, you must have virus. You can't be virus-free. Then 20 years and under, I don't know why, but they restricted that too. So if you're 65 or over, or 20 and under, you can't go out. Unless they allow you for 4 or 5 hours once a week. And if they do, you can't go out in a car. So you have to walk. And walk around your house. And you can't sit. No, you're not allowed to sit and enjoy, like, in a park or someplace. Oh, fresh weather. Because 65 plus were complaining about, like, oh, we're going to die in this house. We're just confined and we can't go out. We can't get fresh air. We want to be out. And then they said, well, we can't kill you at home like this. Go out and exhaust yourself to death. Like walk for 4 hours, okay? Don't sit. No driving. So, I'm telling you, it's a confused virus, and it's a very confused place to live. Istanbul, Turkey, all the whole Turkey. Plus, you can't go, if I'm in Istanbul right now, I can't go anywhere. Because you have to have permits or something. And there is no travel between cities. It's, we're confined. We're here, quarantined, okay? It's like house arrest with no ankle bracelet or whatever. Was there a bracelet or whatever? Anyway, quarantine is something we were never used to because, like I said, Turkish people are very, they love to be, I don't know, how do you say this? Very close to you. They love to be friendly, overly friendly. Like when you're standing in a line, there is no personal space for us Turks. We will just be on your, like right here. There will be someone right here on my neck, breathing. I can hear his breath, also feel and smell him too, or her. Wishfully her. Anyway, we're that close. We love each other. It's not because we want to invade someone else's private space, but we just love each other. We're cozy. We kiss when we meet. We kiss when we used to. Now we can't because social distancing. We're learning that. But we used to kiss when we meet. We used to kiss in between because we missed each other. And then we used to kiss when we're leaving, saying bye. Hi. Oh, how are you? And bye. Now, it has to be like this. You have to put your hand like that and you can't touch them because then social distancing would be smart. Personal distance is like your hand and a little bit more. Just stay away from each other, which is impossible. For us Turks, like this, I mean, no. Forget it. Social distancing will never happen here, okay? Will never happen here. Another thing that will never happen here is like obeying the rules of staying home. Some people like, I don't know, they see the streets free and they go into their car. They're not supposed to drive and they do. Why? Because they're not supposed to. And for 65 plus, it's going to be a very tough road because you have to get permits from anyone and everyone that you can think of just to go out, okay? And they say 65 plus can go back to their countries. Like, let's say I'm living in Istanbul, but my country, my birthplace, my country, the place that I live is somewhere else, okay? Which is like Izmir, let's say, like 3-4 hours drive from here. You can go there, they say, but you can't come back. Confusing. If I can go there, why can't I come back? You can't ask this. Because in Turkey, when they say something to you, you just obey and do it. You don't question it. If you question it, you're finished. You're done, okay? People don't, the authorities don't like questions. They don't like to be questioned. That's it. When we say something, you're going to do it. You have no other choice. With this voice. Also, in Turkey, we like to talk loud. People that talk loud, we think, at least we believe that the more louder you are, the more you scream and yell, the more people listen to you and you can overcome your opponents and at the end you'd be right. Like if you talk like this, even if you say the most sensible things, the most best things in the world that make sense and it's no good. You have to talk like this and the hands, very important. Hands very important. Talking, very important, but loud, loud, loud. It has to be loud. I'm looking at my notes now to see what else is confusing with this pandemic in Turkey. And I can see that everything is confusing. Everything is confusing because there are no schools, for example. All schools are closed. First of all, they started from distance education. Distance. My dear wife happens to be a teacher, and she in a university, and she did this distance education. You know, with what do you call that? Zoom or whatever. Zoom was invented. Home office was invented. Video conferences were invented. It's no good. Like, people don't listen to you in class. I mean, I was a student, I know. When I went to school, I didn't listen to the teacher or the instructor or whatever. Who's gonna, I mean, distance education, even that is going to be over. The schools are not going to be open, okay? Schools are not going to be open. But volleyball, finished. Basketball, professional, finished. All sports finished except soccer. Soccer might start. They have to finish the league. Why? I don't know. Because we're a big soccer country? I don't know. Probably because a lot of money. I mean, money is talking in soccer, not the other ones. Not as much as, at least. And bidding, no, not bidding, but what do you call that? Like gambling. Bidding. I bid. 3-0 Trump. Good. Good for you. I'm playing a lot of bridge on the internet these days. The internet site that I play bridge on used to have like 10,000, 15,000, the most people joining at one time. Now it's 50, 60,000. People that are at home and bored and don't know what to do, okay? Let me put it this way. If you're home with your wife, your loved one, alone, no kids, let's say no kids, and you survive this quarantine days for 2 months, 3 months, or whatever, you'll never separate. But if you have kids and the baby, oh boy, is that hard. I feel so passionate. I haven't seen my granddaughter, Annabelle, yet. So I've seen her picture. She's beautiful, adorable. She looks so pretty, but I feel for my daughter, Gemina. My name is Cem. Her name is Gemina. Because my mom used to say that I had a sister named Gemina when I was very, very tiny. Actually, she wanted a girl. She had my hair long until I was 6 years old before I went to school. And then she cut it. And when I told the story to my ex-wife, she said, oh, Gemina is a beautiful name. So we named the girl Gemina, our daughter Gemina. And Gemina one day came to me and said, when she was about 13, 14, you know, Baba Jem, she said. Baba means dad. Jem, me. Jem, Baba Jem, put together. Baba Jem, she said. They can't, I mean, I love my name, Gemina, but no one, she lives in New York now, but she used to live in LA anyway, in America, in US of A. No one can call me by my name. They can't pronounce my name right. Even my mom cannot pronounce my name right because of the C word, you know. We should spell it actually with a J, like Cemile. But no, in Turkish, the C comes out as J, like Cemile, like Cem. Anyway, and she said, I want to change my name, which her middle name is Christine. In America, they use their first name. Like Gemina Christine, she uses Gemina. My name is like Remzi Cem. I use Cem because in Turkey, we use the middle name. Anyway, so I told my daughter, Gemina, I said, okay, I respect that you want to change your name because you feel awkward at school. Even your mom cannot pronounce your name right. But think of it, Gemina. How many Christines do you know in the United States of America? She said, plenty, lots. What? How many Geminas do you know? You're special. So she kept the name Gemina. Very wise thinking. Like home office and video conferencing, very wise to do. You could like put your suit on, like, I don't know, for men, ties on, and then you can have your underpants. No one looks below. I mean, if you keep the angles right, no one will know. You could be like naked. Same for women. Just wear something like this. And then downstairs, not important, okay? And then there's, even our president does these Zoom things right now. He has all the cabinet members on the screen because he doesn't want to, be next to them. Rightfully so, because the pandemic is not over yet. In Turkey, we will know when the pandemic is over when our president starts to live like before. He goes and shakes hands and, I don't know, goes to the mosque or goes to the meetings or does the openings without mask, and other people don't have masks too. Because right now, it's one-sided. He and the cabinet members, all the important people, the ministers, they don't wear masks. Everyone else does. It's a funny to look at. It's funny because you say, why does that one person have no mask? Because he's the authority, why? And the other ones do. Because this pandemic thing doesn't listen to age, doesn't listen to how old you are, how young you are, what your color is, what your money situation is, are you rich or poor or whatever, or your title is. It doesn't give a shit. You can catch it. I mean, for example, Trump. He's the most careless guy that, at least the most careless president that I've seen, the most careless person that I've seen in my lifetime as a president. He eats junk food and he does things that no one else does. I love him. I love him. He's the most interesting thing in the world, okay? Politically, maybe not very sound, but, very funny guy. Without Trump, life would be boring. I don't want Biden for the next 4 years. Pick someone younger than Trump if you have to, not Biden. For God's sake, okay? Anyway, then on this pandemic confusing days, I'm looking at my notes again, I'm starting to talk really in English, and it says, we have controlled social life. They say we should, I love this English accent. I can do it because I went to English high school. I went to school in Swiss Cottage, London. I used to have this perfect English accent. When I went to the US of A in America, first time, I used to talk like an Englishman. They loved it. I used to have people admire, especially girls, women, they admired somehow they love English accent. I had a girlfriend because of my English accent. I used to talk like an English. Then in America, being a Gemini myself, like Donald Trump, I lost the English accent. It went away. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? It went away. And my girlfriend, she went away too. She said I wasn't interesting anymore. I was like all the others. Now, social distancing will be controlled. First of all, control is not in our vocabulary in Turkey. We know the word, but we can't do it. We can't control our feelings. We can never control our temper. We can control anything. So, control social distancing is a joke. Sounds like a joke. And then one last thing in my notes is like the second wave is coming. Is the second wave coming? We didn't know when the first wave came, second wave of this coronavirus. If the precautions are given away or not followed, the restrictions are loosened up. You see, I'm getting excited. Too early, then the second wave will come. Where will this come from? The first one, they say, came from Wuhan, China. We don't know. Maybe someone planted it there. Maybe it was an economy thing, or Trump did that because the USA owed so much money to the Chinese government that now they want to blame them with this virus thing and end up getting more money from China, more loans, or more. We don't know where it came from. But there's so many people in China, it's so crowded there that it makes sense it came from China. Because they eat, I don't know, stupid things. And we go and eat at Chinese restaurants. Finish with me. Nothing. Won't drink Corona beer anymore. Won't go to Chinese restaurants. Takeout. I'm very, very suspicious about takeout because, my wife, she came, she said, "You've talked enough. Shut up." And as a man, as a husband, just like the health minister, Dr. Husband, Mr. Husband, I know I have to listen to my wife because she knows the best. A man who listens to his wife at all times is a happy man. A man that does not raise his voice or for that matter, even offer his opinion on any matter at all in quarantine, at home, with his wife, is a happy man. So I want to remain a happy man, at least for as long as I can, and end this videocast. This is Cem Ceminay reporting from Istanbul. I love you.